Christy here, Real Fit for Real Life. This is yoga segment 2. So right after you've warmed up, you are ready for our vigorous sequence number 1. And I call it the leg sequence, but we're really working a lot of the body. So come back to your mountain pose, Tadasana. Take a deep breath in, lift up. I hope you have some good music on. Exhale, dive. You need something that'll motivate you here and is vigorous. Inhale, spinal extension. Step back into plank. Exhale, hover down. Stay broad through those shoulders. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. Now this time, inhale your right leg straight up and back. You can open that hip a little. And now exhale, bend the knees, sweep that foot all the way forward. And if that's tricky, just get it forward however you can. Now in Warrior 1, you want room for both hips. So make sure that you're not lined up on the balance beam. This is railroad tracks, okay? Your back foot's on a comfortable angle. Your front foot is pointing straight ahead. And you want to take up as much space on your mat as possible. So think front end to back end. You want to make sure you're really wide so that as you exhale and sink into this 90-degree bend, your knee stays stacked over the ankle, over that heel. We don't want the knee coming past the toes. That's too much forward pressure on the knee. Your kneecap is lined up with about the second toe. That's pretty precise there for cueing. Now make sure your back foot stays active into the outer edge and not just collapsing on the inner edge of that foot. Belly of the quads to the ceiling. Deep breath in. Exhale, really sink. Now you're really getting grounded into the legs, but at the same time, you want to think of your energy rising up the spine. Lift through the crown of your head. Think of stretching the vertebral column as you go through every pose rather than compressing. So stretch, lengthen. Good. And are you breathing? How are you breathing? Bring the hands to heart center. Shoulders back and down, chest plate lifted. Good. If you want to, inhale the arms up. This will really work the shoulders and back muscles. Always send energy all the way out to the fingertips. Gaze. In yoga, we call this our drishti. It's a focus point to help you to really connect with yourself, with the universe, and to find balance. So your gaze can come up or straight ahead. Exhale a little deeper. Woo! Starting to feel the shaking. Now, deep breath in. Scoot that back foot in, baby steps as you extend the front leg. Coming from that deep bend into this strong extension takes a lot of work. We're coming into Warrior 3 or Advanced Warrior. Now you can reach the arms forward or take the arms out to airplane wings or even bring the hands to the thigh for support. Try to keep your hips side by side here. So you're really targeting the hamstrings. As soon as you open up the hip, do you see how now all the work is in the standing leg and you're not using this lifted leg very much? So try to keep the hips side by side. Engage through the hamstrings. Imagine you're pushing through that back foot into the wall. Good. Warriors. These are strong. In Sanskrit, it's Virabhadrasana. I kind of mix it up. I don't use too much Sanskrit because I think it's intimidating and just kind of showy-offy. Like, look at me, I can speak a dead language. Which is really cool and all. I only learned the Sanskrit so I could read the yoga journal. Good. And slowly rise up. Touch back. Open up. Find Warrior 2. Good. Keep it coming toward me. But I'm going to kind of come side profile so you can see what it looks like from the side. This is a balance beam warrior. So Warrior 1 is railroad tracks. Warrior 2 is balance beam. That means that you're lined up. Front heel, you could draw a straight line to the back arch or the back heel. Depends on your structure and what feels more comfortable. Again, actively press into the back foot. all the way into the outer edge, not just the inner edge. Front foot straight ahead, and then really sink so that you can come to that 90 degrees if you can. This is deep and it's intense, so if you can't come all the way to 90, you can stay a little bit higher. Belly of the quads to the ceiling. Beautiful. Arms, just think of parting the sky, parting those clouds. Spread the fingers, roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and open the chest. Good. Exhale a little bit deeper. Keep it coming. I'm going to face you again. Coming out of a pose like that is not very pleasant. So you still have that right foot forward, left foot back. You're on your balance beam. Watch these shoulders. Sometimes they creep up and you look like you've got a coat hanger in your neck. So relax. Relax it out. Good. Zip up those abs. Sink a little bit deeper. A little bit deeper. Feels so good. On your next inhalation, lift up, reverse warrior. And make sure your back hand is just reaching toward the earth. Don't put any pressure on your knee. Front arm, you're just stretching that rib cage up away from the hips. Stay strong in the legs though. Good. Feel those glutes working. On your next exhalation, sweep it forward. So you're resting on this front thigh, and you've got a long diagonal line through your side body. Continue to connect with that back foot. Beautiful. If you want a little extra challenge, take this front arm, reach it straight forward as if you're balancing a tray. Now, if this is too much pressure on the lumbar spine, bring the elbow back. Yeah? That's a deep, deep, intense version of the pose of this extended side angle. Beautiful. Now, straighten out the front leg, and we're going to take it into Trikonasana, or triangle. So you can place this hand on the shin to start off. You're straightening both legs. I'll show you from this side what's going on. Now, if you've got a yoga block, this is a great time to use it. So, triangle. You're trying to form an equilateral triangle through the legs. So they're about, the width of your feet is about the length of one of your legs. You just yanked it right off. So block is really good to help you if you've got shorter arms or shorter torso and you're kind of tight in that low back. So Trikonasana, triangle. Again, keep the shoulders away from your face. If you feel your shoulder kind of creeping into your space, get it away, open it up. Gaze can come up to the sky. It can come straight ahead. It can go down to the floor, whatever feels good. Now, if you don't need to be this high, you want to go a little lower, your block can come in 3 different depths. Look at that, tricky, tricky. Or you can take it all the way to the floor. Now I'm kind of tight, so I'm going to leave this block. Ain't no shame. Ain't no shame. If you ran 7 miles of hills yesterday, ain't no shame. Now you should feel this delicious stretch right here in the hips. Keep opening the chest. Beautiful. On your next exhalation, rotate it down. So you're in a pyramid. And just let gravity draw you down, let the head come down. You can switch up this angle of the back foot to get a good pyramid. Hollow up the abs. And then really try to relax through the upper body, but stay strong and firm through your legs. Now, if you can, we're going to take a revolved triangle. And I'll show you this one from the front. So you're in this pyramid, and you can use a block if you want, and we're going to revolve. So this twist starts, I always say with the belly button. Pull your belly button in to the thigh, and then open up the rest of your body. Really anchor into that back leg. Firm up those quads. The firmer you are in the legs, the easier this revolution will come. Now if you're really uber tight, you might need to bend your front knee a little bit so you can achieve that twist. Good deep breaths. Gaze can come to the ceiling or straight to the side. And then exhale, release. Beautiful. Back to that pyramid. Deep breath in. I'm going to set the block aside. Shift the weight forward. We're taking it to a strong balance pose. Tripod balance. So you're in your fingertips and you're in that one leg and you're firm but not locked. Push, push, push. Lift that back leg. Now if you're okay here and be willing to fall, we're going to open it up into half moon. And I'm eating my hair. Good. Open it up. Open the hips. Really strong. Energize all the way through this back leg, all the way to the toes. Same with the arms, all the way to the fingertips. You always want to finish a movement. Now, if you feel really sturdy here, you feel good, you can try your half moon arc. Just bend both knees, grab that top ankle, and open back up again into your half moon arc. Roll the shoulders back. Gaze can come down. Really press through the hip. Beautiful. Open it back up. Always gently reverse. Close it back down. And close that leg. Woo! Okay, we've got another side to do. So, step back into plank. Exhale, hover down. Inhale, scoop up dog. Exhale, down dog. Nice. Good deep breaths. And kind of jog it out through your hips and heels. Get nice and loose. Now you'll feel a little bit imbalanced because we've only worked one side. But see if you can get your heels a little bit closer to the mat. Broaden the upper back. Press into your fingers. Beautiful. And breathe.